Now, top leaders led by ODM leader Raila Odinga and the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, led others in offering condolences to the late pontiff at the Apostolic Nunciature in Nairobi.
The leaders described the late Pope Francis as a man who dedicated his life to serve humanity.
Meanwhile, on Friday, Catholic faithful across the country will hold memorial masses to pray for the late Pope and pay their last respects before his burial on Saturday.
Clement Masombo reports.
While tens of thousands of Catholics walked into St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican to pay their respects to the late Pope Francis, who died on Easter Monday, in Kenya, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, and ODM leader Raila Odinga visited the Apostolic Nunciature in Nairobi to give their condolences. Wetangula described the late Pope as a man who dedicated his life to serving humanity and was an advocate of peaceful coexistence.
As Kenyans and as the Catholic family, we always cherish our Pope. We always love our Pope. And in 2015, Pope Francis visited Kenya, and he left an indelible mark on the minds of Kenyans.
The two leaders, including Raila Odinga, reflecting on Pope's legacy.
I quoted one of his very profound statements, that the world is like a public hospital that heals wounds, that warms hearts, that he stood for building bridges between people and communities.
He's been to Africa, several parts of Africa, to Asia, of course to America and Europe generally. And each time there is trouble or problems anywhere in the world, he has been a voice of reason.
Wetangula is set to fly out of the country this evening to represent Kenya at the burial service of the late Pope at the Santa Maria Basilica. On Friday, Catholic faithfuls in Kenya will hold prayers and memorial services across the country to pray for the late Pope and offer their condolences. In Nairobi, the Mass will be held at the Holy Family Basilica, led by the Archbishop of Nairobi, Philip Anyolo. In Nyeri, the Mass will be held at Our Lady of Consolata Cathedral. The coffin bearing the remains of Pope Francis will be sealed on Friday during the liturgical rite, which will be held at St. Peter's Basilica, presided over by Cardinal Kevin Farrell. Clement Masombo, KTN.
Thank you, Masombo. Now, just